Welcome back, everybody, to Disco Elysium, probably the finale. We found Ruby. We've been to this ruin under the Feld R&D building, and we talked to her. We actually convinced her not to shoot herself. I don't know if you could really fail that and she's actually killing herself. I guess it is. We talked her out of it. We let her go. She was pretty convincing. I'm pretty certain it's not her. And I really believe her when she said she was framed and blamed for this. I don't think she was it. I don't know, Claudia, she's very, very sus. But I don't know if it's her or somebody else. I would love to investigate the places where the shot came from. We did 2 of those, but I can't do the rest. Check island for bullet traces. I don't know what that means. I mean, we are on a peninsula. Can I go to a place again? I don't know. I would love to fast travel from this point to here, but I can't. So I guess we walk in. Kim's favorite activity. Walking places. Oh, there was a thought. The shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. Oh, could you just run around now through the island and... like, just... you know? Huh. It's so weird. These footsteps, though. Okay, I guess we go this way. I wanted to see if I could walk around now and get more thoughts about where the shot could have come from. Okay, let's save. Oh, there was a thought. What's that?
Stop. Now. It is time.
For what? Time for the Tribunal? Sounds ominous.
It is.
What am I supposed to do?
Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand.
Pepper box?
Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pockets.
I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead. I'll fight with my bare hands if I have to.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Oh, thanks, Kim. Wait, is this like you're reaching point of no return kind of thing right now? The gun? Should I equip the gun? Is that what you're telling me?
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago.
Oh God.
This is your gun. It's more of a symbol than anything else, because there is always a rational, sensible, reasonable solution to every situation. Sheathe it and know you have the moral high ground.
While we're here, maybe I can sell some things to the pawn guy. I have a few postcards and stuff. It's closed? Everybody's gone.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
There's a feverish gleam in his eyes.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Holy. Wait, are these the 3 mercs? Oh.
Shut up! You're not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
Sam, what's going on here? Tim. The lieutenant raises his left hand.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
Oh dear. Bullet, here we go. What? Let's go.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Courty.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street. This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
That's him? It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
The lieutenant is genuinely worried for his life. You should consult him before getting in there.
We are out of time. What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
We're out of time.
The mercenary tribunal.
The big one is the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Let's walk away for now. Could I do this? Maybe I could, like, oh god. I don't know. Maybe.
No. We have to step in. This is not going to end well if we don't.
Man, I would have liked to, equip my outfits that I have with, or like, maybe I put some hand-eye coordination things so I could shoot properly. Oh god. Survive the mercenary tribunal. Oh my god, I can't die here? Shit. This has gotta be bad. Stop, this is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
Uh-oh. He licks his lips, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward. Are you that oh, he's so wasted. Oh god.
I think he's calmed down a bit.
I don't know.
No, he didn't. He's about to open fire.
Oh shit. I have one bullet, but I don't know if I had to put it in or equip it somehow. I do have one bullet. Do you have points to assign? I do have 2 points, but I don't know where to put them yet, so I'm gonna wait for skill checks. Now he's calming down, I can talk to him. He's about to snap. So which one is it now? Who's right?
He is. I was wrong.
Shit.
Big fuck!
The voice from beneath the helmet interrupts your thoughts. You only make out the last word. I can see you drunk. One wrong move and I'm taking you out. Easy now. No one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
I agree with her. Where are you? Ah, there.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle.
Oh boy.
The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man.
No!
Suddenly, the grip of your sidearm feels comforting and warm in your hand. Feels like it's saying, do it.
No!
No, wait. It's good you have that gun. It really is. Just soften him up first. Present an argument.
Yeah.
Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it out first. Get under his skin. I don't know about this getting under his skin. What if he gets under yours? I'm barely keeping your hand from trembling here.
Oh god. If I die, then I'm dead, right? I don't know. I've never died in this game before. I don't know if you can die before this point. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I won't die. Let's just hope.
Peace. Always peace. It has worked thus far. Start with the first idea you have, then move down from that. Please.
Who is that? I didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude, the killer. Howen Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
He just killed. Okay, gotcha.
All of you cunts inside out.
I love how they skipped the F word, but then went with this one. What was that, Root?
Rip you open.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
He points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate.
What do you think he does?
He killed?
Smart loincloth.
Yeah.
Fucks natives up. Soldier of the apocalypse style.
Sheesh.
Easy. Easy now.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did that?
Wait, I just need a little time to figure this out. I don't want to blame anyone. It was not me, I hope. I just need a little time to figure this out.
Time? You had time to fuck around in that church, to run errands for your union chief. I saw you.
Time is up, Loincloth. Give me a name. Now!
I don't think it was Titus. I don't think it was Ruby. I could picture Claudia, but there was no shot. So unless she has like a silencer on her gun, and then there's no gunpowder residue or anything, nobody heard it. I don't know. I don't know if it could have been me, since I lost my memory and everything. Maybe I was in Martinez before everything happened. I don't know. But I'm gonna try my chance with this.
How fucking convenient.
Gives you a drunken stare, then puts his hand on the gun. He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it. A lot of people could have gotten to that roof, like God, the cafeteria manager. Actually, they are here. Point to the enemy. It was one of you. I've changed my mind. I can still change my mind, right? Oh man, how am I supposed to make it? Am I just guessing here? Could I have figured this out before this? Oh my God, I feel so bad now. I feel like I failed. My entire job was to just figure out who the killer is, and now I'm here and I have to justify things, and I failed. I want to believe it was a sniper. Everybody hints at it. It cannot be from the roof, so I want to believe it's a sniper. But from where? Somewhere from the island? Let's go with sniper.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh?
Then you would have blood on your hands. I don't know, mate.
How about the kid? Tell me, it was a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead cop marshal won't decide who...
He's gonna do it. He's gonna shoot her.
Think. Why doesn't he believe me? Please, logic, don't let me hanging.
The Hardy Boys confessed to hanging him. All together. Titus said we took him out back and hanged him. He said it loud. In a public place.
Wait, they didn't confess. Listen, he was shot. He wasn't hanged. Listen to me.
You're lying. DePaul heard it.
He doesn't move the weapon.
You heard wrong. She and these men have been helping us find the shooter.
The hanging was only a cover-up. Listen. When they confessed they were lying, the gardener isn't even one of them. The hanging was only a cover-up.
Fucking liars.
He pulls the trigger. A plume of smoke erupts from the muzzle of his gun. Was he just shooting in the air? He was just shooting the air, right? Somewhere a poor pigeon just died, probably.
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardy Boys yell something. The young woman stands and looks behind her. The shot has flown over her head, crashing a small pane of the glass window behind her.
I missed.
The man looks at his revolver and smiles. He's just gonna shoot in a group of people.
I know what I heard, Corty. They said they killed him. They said it was a good way to end a Sunday night.
That doesn't sound good. You need to change the topic now, or there will be another shot.
You're all drunk. Look at yourselves. The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this. Think of an argument. Talk about hanged men. Where's Claudia? She can explain this. Can I say this? Legendary. I have very little. I mean, the good thing is, both of them have armors on. He is completely covered in armor, but both of them have their heads exposed. They don't wear a helmet, so if I do a good headshot, then... But what are my chances? My character is not really good at shooting. Think of an argument known about Downwell. You need to change the topic now or there will be another shot. I don't know if that means I need to pick one of these things, of the red options, or if I should talk about more stuff. Maybe if I go with Claudia, she can explain this? Think of an argument. Oh god. Let's go.
International something. International law.
This tribunal is against the law, the international law. Don't say it.
Don't say it. But now you stood there scratching your ass for 1.5 seconds. You think this helps things?
Maybe. Where's Claudia?
Who the fuck is that?
Glacia, the woman upstairs, where is she?
She left.
The manager calls down from the balcony. You shouldn't be standing out there. It's dangerous, mate.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
God, what the hell are you doing here?
What am I doing? My fucking establishment is under fire. You know how much windows cost?
What do you mean she left?
She left. Her room's cleaned out. Right before these assholes showed up.
Not a good moment to call the armored and armed people names.
We should have arrested her.
Damn it.
You can feel how upset he is with himself. Just for a second. Then the fear takes over and he's back in the moment.
Shit.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one.
Language, sir.
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
Nothing bad happens. Hope nothing bad happens. You're all drunk. Look at yourselves.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this. Al Ghul is a trick the desert pygmies played on us. Do not succumb to it. Your judgment is impaired.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Oh, man. He looks cool, though.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
The outburst is accompanied by yellowish saliva around his mouth. Ew. I mean, this is interrupting him again, but what choices do I have? The Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people. We're working together. She knew you're out of control, she told me. Okay, let me just say one thing.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening.
Fucking waste this fuck!
Had blue eyes? What? Got them arguing. I do have 2 skill points. I could put them into hand-eye coordination to improve my chances. Or suggestion and talk about the hangman. Had blue eyes. I wish I could just... If I would have known what kind of clothes I need beforehand, you know? Don't forget about your skill point. Yeah, I don't know which one I should go with. Maybe one in suggestion? And then hoping? Where is it? Here. Charm men and women, play the puppet master.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
Who are you, Corty?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
He points at the whirling in rags.
Corty. Cortiner. Major Raoul Corty. Cortiner. Friends with Lely. Raoul and Lely.
Yeah, I know.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead.
Listen, you're Lully. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker. He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel?
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down cloths.
Okay, listen. Everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives. Share leaflets. Squeeze a bit of kip-tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
He points toward the yard.
If Lely was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
Your colonel did not deserve to go out like that. I promise I will find his killer.
Find his killer. Cop, his killer stands right there, shitting his pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them. I know what this tactic is, Silo Sam. You're gonna die for them. Right here.
He stares at you, eyes pink from the alcohol, fingers tapping the pistol.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time. Please, act.
Yesterday I failed dice rolls that was like over 90%. I think it was 93 or 97, and I just failed gloriously. It was just like, bam, like a slap in the face. Alright guys, this is the end, probably, of our beloved Harry Dubois. That is the wrong guy.
A small explosion expels the bullet from the chamber. With a puff of smoke, it hits the man square in the chest, producing a soft clicking sound in the armor. The kinetic energy of the 9mm front-loaded bullet is distributed evenly across the chest piece and into his hands.
Go ahead. Give it another try.
We didn't do anything? Look at the gun. Throw the gun at him. Die! I can't already missed him once, -2. Figured out the armor, got them arguing. Why did I shoot him? I wanted to shoot him. That is so stupid. I thought we were shooting him, but he was shooting at that guy. What is wrong with you, Harry? Didn't do anything? Look at the gun.
Do it. Primitive. Take me out.
Throw the gun at him. Die! Didn't even...
Kill him.
Kim, please!
To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Don't shoot. Oh god. What if he's trying to shoot me and he shoots Kim? I could never forgive myself.
An Easter AR-FA-7, built for taking out light armored vehicles. It will devastate you.
Kim, where's Kim? Reaction speed? Where's Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude. He's trying to find a straight line of sight before the rifleman can take you out.
Blink, think.
You stare down the barrel of the gun. You see Rude's mask behind it, his eyes in the slit of the helmet, like a camera lens, focusing on you. 0.4 seconds remain. There are 6 little black dots in the tip of the barrel, like a honeycomb. This is a knock cannon. It shoots 6 rounds in one pull of the trigger. Is there anything we could use to protect this frail body? That gun will tear us to pieces. He's drunk. Drunk fighters overcorrect. Move right, he aims further right. Get him to overshoot. A full suit of armor can't be too agile. You can shift direction faster than he can.
Dodge the shot. He'll overcorrect. You are faster. God.
A low shot rings. You feel a tapping, like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
God, please.
The lieutenant says quietly without trembling. He aims. Face pale.
He's aiming for the eye slot in Rude's helmet.
Oh god.
An extremely difficult shot.
And he is like blind like a mole.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but It misses. You hear a scream behind you.
He did it though! He absolute super legend! Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
But this chick.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers.
Oh god.
Oh God, watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Look him in the eye.
A look of happiness. His eyes seem unnaturally bright, shining like stars. Something in the fear must distort him somehow. He is evil, and the end. Here it comes. Death.
I have 3% chances. I'm thinking maybe we just let it happen and he overcorrects and he shoots to the side anyways. 3% is not so bad. Get out of here. Freaking hell. 3 isn't 0. Oh man. Reaction speed. I have no skill points, guys. None. Do I have anything that ruins my reaction speed that I could bonuses some thoughts? Maybe we can... Oh man. And I had +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies and FT 500 armor. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done for, mates. I'm done for. Yeah, failed.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll. The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Listen through the darkness and the pain. Touch your lower body. Try to open your eyes. What do I see?
You're bleeding out.
Kim is there. That's good. Nothing. Darkness. Blurring light of pain. Out of it, a silhouette emerges, crouching over you. A familiar voice filled with urgency and fear. No one wants to do anything with me. No one wants to party with me. Of course, I get gunned down and die. Sorry, fuck. Live fast, die old, wins from pain. Kim, I lied about not remembering who I am. I made it up. I remember everything. There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. I can't forget it, even when I drank so much. It said I have a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul? She would have started loving me again, but I called her and now she won't. Please call her, Kim. She won't listen to me.
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him, a shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
No, not Kim!
No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles, and your eyes are full of fear.
What? My firearm is somewhere. Somewhere else.
That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
Not Kim!
This is dead.
No!
One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now? God, I want to die. No, let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door.
No.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep.
Limbic system, shut the hell up.
And rotting. And being disinfected. And smelling of drugs. And feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing. In his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved.
Exactly.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops. He only gets worse.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
What?
It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with a fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Ouch. It's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
No.
Dramamine. Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad, but still under the counter bad.
The piss jacket, Kim. You took it off? Piss jacket?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
What? He's still wearing a jacket. I'm so confused. What did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
My gun. It's engraved on it.
Cops like it.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
He unzips his bomber jacket. Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? You shot the colonel, unsuccessfully. Then you threw your gun at him. A firefight ensued.
And what then?
As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
All right.
This is not the first person to die in his place. He goes on.
His former partner, maybe?
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Titus is dead?
Yes. You were bleeding out. I think you said something about your wife, and you warned me. I was able to disarm the Major before he got the jump on me.
Thank you. Although,
So I did save Kim at least.
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Cronel took him. A stray bullet killed the Pole, though. And that's what happened.
Titus is dead? I thought you only smoked one day.
This is the one.
Okay, and the Major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Cronel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's insured.
there is unveiled anger in his voice.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage. Yes,
How many casualties on the Union side total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
And that's
All.
an absolute disaster. A total shit show, Kim. Not that bad, all things considered. I don't see how it could have gone any better.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
Huh? 6. He says 7, but it's also 6 here. I'm confused.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet.
Guys, I'm so glad that yesterday I talked to this Gary guy and convinced him to take off the cuirass from the armor and put that on.
And we are still alive. Both of us.
Yes.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped between those two armies.
Yeah, neither did I.
His smoking, his hunched back. You have it worse, but he took a real beating. That cigarette has medicinal purposes.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire.
Can I walk?
We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
I'm a psycho locomotor. Has anyone from my station been to see me? I'm a psycho locomotor.
Good. You'll need to be. Whatever that is.
Has anyone from my station been here?
No.
Jerks.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
They don't care about me at all. Good. I don't know them. Really? Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Odd. You haven't seen them? Seen any, have you?
I'm sure they're worried about you.
That means he hasn't seen them around while you were out. They're not really worried about you. If they were, wouldn't they be here?
If they're so worried about me, where are they? Better not agitate yourself further. It already hurts, yeah.
Sorry.
That, if not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the Major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Get up. I'm so glad we survived.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again before your eyes, an orange hue of pain. Kim is the best.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours too heavily. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you?
My disco days are done. I feel fantastic. Let's rock. Who cares? Who cares about me? It doesn't matter. I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad.
The lieutenant looks at you, teetering on your feet.
What happens now?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know? But I don't know either. Good, because I totally do. You don't know?
We can't talk to Everhart. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone.
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines. Oh, that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Cronel from sending in a death squad.
He looks out the window.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Classio too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Yeah. Wait, you've checked? She's really... Who did it then, Kim? Who killed the hangman?
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else, outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
His voice is calm, matter-of-factly. This is because I'm la puta madre's peon, isn't it? Maybe I'll skim the flowers.
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some sense.
What?
They were on the roof. I did not catch them, fucking butterfingers.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to catch everything.
But I do.
He's wrong.
No, Kim, every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case.
Okay.
He concedes, clearly not meaning it. What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
The goddamn footprints.
Yes. God curse the footprints. Not solving the case for us. Au diable.
There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
See? There's that. You can do ballistics.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
Yeah. Alright, I can't believe they're fucking useless.
No need to be melodramatic.
Sorry. You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard. Solving crimes is almost impossible. Super easy. Actually, I want to talk about this crime some more before I tell you what I think about its hardness. It's hard.
It really is very hard.
He sounds surprisingly weary. That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
I don't think so. Are you ready to limp?
I misclicked! Shit, I misclicked! I wanted... Oh, fucking hell. What happens now,
I
Kim?
honestly don't know.
You don't know?
We can't talk to her.
Joyce is gone.
She let. Maybe
Continue.
it's her. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, I think our investigation has not
What I
produced
think
a
about
single...
solving
I'm ready
crimes?
to hear what you think about solving.
It's hard.
It really is.
He sounds... That concussion must
Sorry,
be
I
making him
misclicked.
dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
We should check Mrs. Katarzyna LIZZ's room upstairs. Let's just aimlessly wander until a clue presents itself. Let's do this first.
Why not?
He extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
What, am I gonna take a bath now? I have a thought. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. And this is overlapping, sadly. Do you think I can do the expression stuff?
The bathroom mirror has been wiped completely clean. You see the reflection of your...
Okay. I would like to go in. How do I go in? Oh, okay, you just pointed nothing. You have a nice room. Medicine and supplies on the cupboard. Blah, blah, blah. Scalpel, antibiotics. Can I just read your stuff?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Gart open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer, point to yourself. I'm such a burden, I should just fuck off. I saw apocalyptic visions of the darkness behind darkness behind darkness. I thought I was dead for a moment.
Back there on the plaza? I think you very nearly had a heart attack. Alcoholism has damaged you more than bullets have. We should go.
Okay.
I am sure neither of us.
Okay. The alarm set is for 6:50. Okay. The stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. Newly replaced glass shining in the morning lights. Alright. Wait, what's this? Oh, and I've thought, ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it will be okay? Okay. Looks like she's left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
A gift.
What could this gift be? It could be a trap.
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Yeah, me neither.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay?
Okay.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
True. Can we do anything with this? Anything we can take from it?
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be in here. She's really cleaned this out.
Mm-hmm. She certainly had her priorities straight when she was packing.
Mm-hmm. Take the drugs! I'm scared that this is like a trap wire or something. Safe. A red thread made of nylon. It leads out of the room and onto the roof. Is that the line of fire?
You see the same two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman. Only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
The lieutenant tests the thread with a finger drawn taut. It rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof, B triple prime, the island in the bay.
Is he trying to tell us the shot came from the island?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
Of course we don't trust her. This is her way of saying she's sorry. I just don't know.
Indeed. Neither do I.
This is also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
You seem unenthusiastic. Maybe we need to go to the island? Yeah, that's not gonna work. There must be something else we've missed. The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water. He's like, I really don't want to go.
The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez, looking under every rock and talking to every person. But what else is there?
What else is there? Let's go to the fucking island. Go. I'm going to the island. Are you in? Go. Actually, yeah. Let's not go to the island. What else is there?
Not a lot, no.
I'm going. Are you in?
Of course, of course. I'm in.
He takes a second to gather himself, then says,
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Maybe someone in the fishing village can help. The clump of houses on the coast.
Maybe. There were boats there. We should ask around. Let's go.
I want to go out here and see if there's anything else. The thread is tied to the antenna. Whew, what a disaster. Man, am I glad that I survived this and he survived this. This room has sand all over it. Reminds you of your own. Oof. Wonder what Garth has to say about all this. Everybody's still chilling as if nothing happened.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did, thank you. Big improvement. I could have used more work. After all, I just took a bullet for this place. You did? I was too distracted to notice. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was an honest effort. I was watching until it went down. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He clears his throat.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by. In the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
I haven't had a single drink since my, super bad night. Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was, yeah. That's because I'm a badass.
Super badass.
It really took courage. Don't pick at him.
Yeah, I guess you are a badass. If you say it was two different words like that, it sounds like there's something wrong with your ass. I guess you are a badass.
Yeah, I don't know. Clients were panicking. And also, I guess I sort of found out that I don't give a shit if I die.
He means it. It's not just boasting. It's something he discovered about himself. Stepping onto that balcony.
All right, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Goodbye. Sheesh.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man raises his beer can in welcome.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Excuse me, the cowardly cop?
Huh? What?
He looks up, his eyes full of confusion, as if he'd just woken from a deep sleep.
Our condolences for your losses.
He says with a little nod, but the remaining Hardy boys don't seem to register his words. Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
No.
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
Yeah, I suppose that was a dumb question.
No shit, Marlon.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy boys now that Titus is dead? Any idea what happened to Claudia?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
Yeah.
And do you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh, yeah. He said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Makes sense.
She's gone. Face it. Move on. There's no catching her this time around.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
What's gonna happen to the Hardy boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardy boys.
You two are just going to go back to hauling containers in the harbor? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Never mind.
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
You, Eugene. Didn't Titus have a brother, Tips? He will, point to Elaine. You just need to sober him up, that's all. Should just disband, let other better people take over. You!
Me? No, man. I'm not a leader. You know, Titus only recruited me because I play the guitar. Said the team could use the morale boost.
You can do it, Eugenie boys. Has quite the ring, doesn't it? Sounds like you gotta go with Mr. Outside High then.
What? Fuck no. If I'd stay, we'd keep the name to honor Titus.
You're right, Eugene. Hardy Boys doesn't sound bad either. That's noble thought. You're going to do all right. No one is born elite.
Titus was, but thanks for the vote of confidence. If I don't stick around, it's all over. So, I guess I sort of have to now.
Yeah, man. You know, you got this. You got this.
I haven't got shit, Al.
There's something there. A germ of determination. He knows he has no choice but to rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
This is not completely ludicrous. Him and Titus were the only detectives of the bunch. Titus more, but Eugene at least knew how to think along.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you.
Thanks.
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that fight. Matinees owes you one.
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Oh, God. Alright. I do have a skill point, but I'm gonna keep it for now. Go to the island. Oh. Let's go. Un jour, je serai de retour près de toi. I just understand bits.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil. This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday. And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Sheesh.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Step back, Lieutenant. Set the graffiti on fire with a lit cigarette.
The fuel oil catches fire immediately with a low hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the lettering. Rain turns to vapor above the burning message, mingling with the black smoke.
Disco Elysium! You've been policed, Martinez! God! I'm on my way. Say nothing, stick me into the flames. You've been policed, Martinez.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently. Then the fire falters. The flames warmed him too. Not at all in a bad way.
Let's go to that island.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Springtime. Alright, guys, we're going to the island. Could I have fast traveled? Ah, never mind. Whew. Goody. So I talk to people now and try to have people give me a boat. Right, like this one? Is that wind or what am I hearing? Is that a green butterfly? There's a boat. Maybe I can take her boat.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass. You would have liked it. Some people hurt me. I wanted to talk to you about something else. You would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town?
Yeah.
We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You should see the other guys. They're all dead. I have a question for you.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to the island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Okay.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod along attentively. What if I want to rock? Not along.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
What's on the island? Oh, that's not voiced? Nothing, just ruins. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war for the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think, bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself, always steered clear of it.
Hasn't been there herself. Who has then?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me.
This must be one of the many fortifications that was used in the dying days of the revolution against coalition forces before they took this city.
The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do, on rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They've a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Is there anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Thank you.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Seeing you. Alright, let's go talk to the kids. Alright, kiddos. Let's talk.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids, you've been to that island, right?
On that island?
The one who's busy kicking the stone points to the bay. Yes, that one. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
Bullet shells. There are a lot of them left over from the war, but this could be important.
You mean shells?
I don't know what those are.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
They must mean a human being on that island, but it's cut off.
Someone lived there on the island?
No. Yes.
Let's go with yes.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow and whips out his notebook. Why is there a fire? He the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Uh-huh. Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go.
Oh, I will, though.
Yes.
The other one adds laconically, standing with his hands glued to his sides like a little tin soldier.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
You mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points to the street light.
Yes.
The boy looks at his toes. Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself.
Oh boy.
Don't say that, he didn't.
His brother punches him. The boy's eyes well up like he's about to start crying. Your father did not kill himself. Say nothing.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you know? Is there anything more you can tell me about the island? The boy says, rubbing his eyes. It's clear that he has no intention of finishing the sentence.
Lights, fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Okay, bye, kids. Thank you. Okay, so there's a guy we can expect. Good to know. This is the boat? No. This way? This boat? This boat. Let's go. Safe.
A skiff with a small steering engine in the back floats on the calm mirror of the sea. Its 2 seats are empty.
Let's go.
Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go now?
Yes. Alright, guys. We want to go now.
Have you made all the necessary preparations? Closed all your accounts?
What?
Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
You'll take the engine cam, I'll hold the boombox, get in and ride to the island. Oh no. And there we go, off to the island. Whee! That is a slow boat. But better than nothing, I guess. Can I zoom in and out? No. Okay. I have a feeling there's supposed to be music here, but since all the music is copyrighted, even if you have streamer mode on, I turned it off. So, yeah. Sorry for that. Believe me, I would love to do this with music as well, but I don't make the rules. There's oil seeping into the water or something? Here? It's coming out of something. We have to investigate. Looks like we do still have a lot of stuff to discover here. I actually thought that after the Tribunal there's not much left.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence.
I turned all the music all the way down at a certain point because I constantly had struggles on YouTube with this, so we play without music. Alright, let's
go.
Jump off. Climb out. Skill point. Here we are. What's this? A makeshift bridge. The bombs were powerful enough to break the foundation. What's this? Rusted chain trails off into the ocean. I guess this is connected to this bunker thing that we saw.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot in the Land's End.
Ah, yes. So it seems.
What do you think it was used for? Oh, oops. Oh man, I thought...
Yes?
I thought it was one thing. Oh. Nothing. I misclicked again. I thought it was like one... You know, sometimes it says conclude in brackets, and I thought I'm concluding this by clicking on the one thing and then finish thought in one. Oh, never mind. It's okay. Attention! Inflammable. Ooh! Some fuel has leaked out of the barrel. Black, vicious. Viscous? I think viscous is the word. This barrel says ICM. You see a star with little specks in it. No way to get up there. The stairs are gone. Can't go this way, so I have a feeling I have to go through here. And then get there somehow. Oh, ooh, oh, ooh. Okay, hang on. Hold on a minute. Books mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. A survivor's kitchen.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Sift through them.
Most are soft covers. Serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic animal adventures. Popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive?
TNT, I'm dynamite.
Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
What?
Someone's made themselves a home.
Conceptualization. Alright. Let's see what we have. Okay. +2. Maybe that's gonna work.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique. Not that you can tell. This is a digest of someone who's dead bored. Most of it is for entertainment purposes. Fittingly right next to the radiola on the floor.
Nothing out of the ordinary?
Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a nude mag. More than that, you can't say.
Okay.
The print in some of these is pretty small, though. This person has good eyesight.
I mean, there's a sniper or something here. You see candles planted on a broken rangefinder. Oh, okay. Never mind then. A moth-bitten bed sheet keeps the wind out. Okay, never mind. Is that a bed?
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft-cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Maybe a little shut-eye, just an hour, go to sleep. Okay.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there.
Sounds
in
good.
the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there. You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Curl up with your knees close to her chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close. Until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
Wait, I sleep for hours?
Sleep.
Did I sleep for hours? It was like midday or so. Uh-oh. Come on, get up, Harry. Kim is gone. I don't like this. Kim? The lieutenant is no longer here. Go outside to the beach. Oh my god, I hope he's fine. What's this way here? Can I open this? The door is still here, closed. Feels strange somehow. You can't get in. Oh no, Kim, I hope you're fine, mate. No, I mean up here. Where are you going? Go down here. Why are you not going down there? Can I not go there? Oh, I can't. But how the hell do I get out to Kim? I'm so confused. Wasn't the door here? What the heck? Was it through here? Was it this way? Really? I could swear I came up. Oh, never mind. Maybe I was imagining things. No, I definitely wasn't coming from here. I remember this. What the hell? Kim, where are you? Don't scare me like that, mate. What's this? Go down the chain. There's something there. But Kim! Am I not looking for my partner? Another thought? Walk into the water now. You see footprints on the water. Excuse me? What? What? Further?
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry.
What?
Okay, don't say you need to talk right away. Melt the ice first. This way you're already talking. But you don't even want to talk to her. She would only be cold and mean. Let her go.
Am I dreaming still?
Let her go. This is the holy queen of the territories of Muindi and Insulinda. Think of the historic knowledge we could glean. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win her back.
Win her back? My wife?
Win her back. How does that fit in here? And what is the Holy Suzerain doing here anyway?
Hey, something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She stops mid-sentence, glances to her right, then looks at her bag.
She means she doesn't have time to tend to your emotions.
You don't have time to tend to my emotions?
She sighs and looks over her shoulder.
Let's be blunt.
What are you doing? Stop saying things like that.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova. To live there, in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality? Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this.
She corrects the wreath on her forehead.
This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder.
I am tripping.
Anyway.
Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters.
Okay, so we're dreaming about what happened with Harry and his wife. And he projects, because he doesn't remember her face of his wife, he projects Dolores Day's image onto her. And the image we know from the glass in the glass window in the church, I guess.
It's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Unborn daughters. So plural. Daughters. So, was she pregnant with 2 girls?
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
But that's not a very good way to things to be. I get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day.
She looks at you quizzically. It does not seem like a mystery she wants to get into. You're the X something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
We all told you. Everyone warned you.
Who, everyone?
Everyone.
Oh, even the ancient reptilian brain. Gotcha.
Literally all of you.
Okay, I should have stayed down. You should have gone even deeper to a place where I never met you, because it's impossible to meet everyone in the abyss of the void. I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure. Should have stayed down. I don't know what that means. Like, on the floor when I was being shot?
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
Cool, your friends. Say hi to your friends for me then. This is so grotesque. Say nothing, just look at her.
She does not look back. Instead, eyes her fingernails. They're bitten, frayed. The evening wind blows in. The gown wraps around her like a white flag.
You are the morning. You're just an evil ape. We're all just evil apes. On second thought, you're Dolores Day Queen. No, you're the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
No, mourning. I'm grieving, but you're not even dead.
Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
She breathes out. It sounds more angry than a sigh.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
But you said I have a vast soul and you will always come back to it.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender, long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
Actually, you didn't say it. You wrote it in a letter, a handwritten letter. I kept it in my paperwork.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No summaries. Yeah, put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
I have it right here. Let me refresh your memory. Let's take a possibility trip down memory lane. Start reciting. You know what I mean. You left me a letter saying you will always come back to me, that you can't believe how happy you are with me.
Okay, Harry. Okay. It was morning and you slept. The room smelled of cigarettes and Rowans. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. It was autumn, the first one we had together. But you have to understand, it was 1,000,000 years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then, filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person.
Ooh.
This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
I was cool. Can't you turn back to the person you were? Can't you think I'm cool again? What now? What happens now? What is the next thing we talk about?
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, then you should let me go to the aerodrome.
Don't go.
No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her go.
Please.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
Lies, sire. She cannot but love you. She has said so 100 times.
Can we sit down and have a coffee first? There's a cafeteria on the corner. Point east. Hold on, what is there to do in Mirova? You don't want me to let you go. Not really, you asked me not to. Okay, I understand, not entirely like a martyr. No, actually, wait. I need to see my list again, I'm sorry. Where's my list? Wait. I think it's good for him if he accepts. I understand.
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Mirova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2, 5 years ago.
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young.
And humble.
And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
Bish, you left me multiple times and came back and left me again? That is cruel, but this is intolerably bad. I like this.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
I had the wildest dream, Kim. You will never believe me. Come on, get up, big guy. Whew.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Let's solve the fucking case. My sleep was deep and invigorating. Try to cover up the blood seeping out with your hands. Actually, it was total annihilation, Kim. Swallow the blood and conclude. Let's comb the entire island, centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain. Just spit out the blood and get back to work. You're badass like that. I have blood in my mouth. Why?
Okay.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Aye, aye, aye. So I bit myself? What's this? Arrow or shirt? Ooh. Hee. Nice. So what do we do now? What's this? This was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here, medium distance, large caliber. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. How do we get down there? Okay. Real darkness has love for a face. That is some really lonely poetry.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
Run your fingers across the keyboard.
The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is it then?
The console of an antique computation device. There was a generator upstairs with wires coming out. They terminate here.
What does it do?
Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radiodiffusé. Sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here. Maybe it still does.
Turn emergency open.
We need to restore power before using this, officer. There was a generator that you missed. It didn't look like there was fuel in it.
Okay.
We should look around outside. There are barrels all over. Maybe one of them still has something in it.
He looks into the dim light. Okay. Failing that, we could go back to the mainland and get some from. What?
The console looks on as you talk, mute and unpowered. Its dials are covered in dust.
Okay, so we look around before we can do anything. This hatch is jammed shut. Okay, we had a door over here. Oh, we have some panels here as well. What's this? Give me that. Give me that. What's this? Okay. Over 10 tons. Sheesh. Okay, so... out here? A firing slit you can't see inside. Can I go up there? Yeah, I can. Oh, hang on. Must have been a direct hit to take out such a huge chunk. What is that sound? Weird. The pain in your pelvis makes you wince, then you continue. Yep, that's what we do. The inside of the fortress, you make out the console and the blast door. Ooh, fuel canister. A weathered artillery map showing coordinates in the Bay of Revachol. An old medicine cabinet newly stocked with... Ooh. Give me the things! I have 5 healing now, this is good. Alright, do we go down to the water now? Maybe this way? The ice cracks under your feet, be careful not to fall through. Oh boy, go back.
A strange feeling, looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in.
No. Nope. The winch is broken, rust has eaten what remains of the chain. Well, did I not click on this? Damn it. This game is profoundly depressing, but also beautiful in a way, yeah.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like 2 eyes in the wall.
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
Inspect the mattress.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns.
A good place to hide. Cozy. Relatively safe from the rain.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Touch the concrete first.
Quite old and grimy, from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Look through the hole.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation. A tingling feeling in your stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar. A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
And on the right?
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10, the doomed commercial area.
And between?
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop, sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker, there it is.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
Yes, there's an opening between 33A and 10. I can see to the roof.
I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Cheek against the cheek rest, hand on the hair trigger. On a calm day like this.
Kim, I could make it. I could make the shot.
Good. I think we have it, Detective. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
Affirmative.
Finally. Better late than never. Why didn't we come here before?
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. That's not procedure.
6 people are there. We could have prevented it.
Don't beat yourself up, officer. We did not put guns in their hands or get them drunk.
But still.
The lieutenant pauses. Regret comes over him.
We will make up for it. Here. I feel it.
Could the shooter still be here? I mean, it's been 2 weeks or so.
Where?
In Martinez, on this island.
He does not answer. Just nods. With his back hunched, he looks around once more and says he feels uncomfortable suddenly.
We should move now.
Okay. Where do we go from here? I'm glad that I went back for this. You feel eyes on your back, someone's watching, but you can't say where. Oh my god. I mean, if I have bad luck, the depot that supplied this chain is long gone from the coast. If I have bad luck, maybe they're just gonna be shooting me here. Okay, I can't go this way. Ay, 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 ay. What, do we go back inside, or what do we do? Can't go this way, so we go back inside, I guess. Unless I missed an opening somewhere. So he said fill the generator, right?
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Pour fuel into the tank.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
And I pull the rope.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Alright, we already know where it leads, so we don't have to talk about that. Right? So now we can go this way.
A dim golden glow animates the console. Faint, like a ghost light. Urgence ouvert reads one dial key. Allumer reads another.
It's on. Turn emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens
Voila.
as the light shines in.
What's that? Dust? 10 hours later.
A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl.
After you.
Before, outside, when we were walking across the sand, I felt someone watching me.
So did I. Not back there, but I felt it since we came here.
What's there? Point at the door.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
Don't be. I have a gun.
I also have a gun.
I know. It was not easy to acquire.
Let's go. Maybe I should equip it. Maybe before we definitely put this back on. And this. And do I have my... I do have my gun equipped. I'm not aware of me having any bullets, but YOLO. Oh, a thought? Walk slow, it might be dangerous. Okay. What's this? Small white flowers blossom all around you. A rubber dinghy. It's deflated, broken. Okay. There's a guy. The fire guy. Who the heck are you?
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth, then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates everything.
Are you the fire guy? Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I feel the generator, then use the console.
I should have burned that console down.
How did you know it was coming?
The boat engine. On the water.
Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is that a Bell Margrave?
It's a Triangong 446.
Southeast Samaran made. Exotic. Must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
You the fire guy?
The what now? I can't hear you.
Nothing.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
Your weapon has stayed true to you. Mine has stayed true to me too. Show him the gun in your hand. Sir, I need you to put down that gun so we can talk further. We're with the police.
The lieutenant pulls his pistol from the holster.
You are a glorified night watchman. This is a service rifle. I can only lay it down before an enemy commander of corresponding rank.
I am an enemy commander of rank. Put it down. Okay, but keep the gun down while we talk, Kim.
The lieutenant aims his pistol square at the man's forehead.
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway.
But you're sitting, you don't need it right now.
It's out of bullets.
He lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying there.
Like an amputated limb in the sand.
Pick up the gun lying in the sand.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. They say Triangong 4.46, Sinyao commune, for Safre and for all mankind.
I know Therese.
This is the Vulgate Seraïs. You can
Seraïs.
barely intuit the words. No is stretching it.
I know Therese.
What does it say?
For Safra and for all mankind.
That's what the little guys told us. Every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, they go on and on about their Safri, their mankind, and Mazov. Those men were commandos. They weren't shit on a stick like us. They were small and...
He doesn't say more. The thought dissipates on his lips. Look at the butt of the gun.
On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangong, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
It doesn't matter if it was made in Shanti Shanti. All it has to do is use jacketed ammunition. And it does.
This uses jacketed ammunition 4.46.
The right type and the right calibre.
He's liking this.
Stole the gun.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
Who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
That is a long title.
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my termless surrender.
His eyes turn to the reeds again, dead and dull.
The commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insulindian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in '07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in '08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the Commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years.
No. I've been on other islands, too.
Okay.
I was in a resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Again, you've been hiding here for 43 years?
43 years and 10 months.
That's insane. That's that fast. That's the length of my lifetime. My entire life, yeah. Don't even know what that is.
It's too long. It's not how a human being should live. But I couldn't just forget what I saw.
He just couldn't.
You couldn't give up.
He nods, but he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting. Always waiting.
For what?
For her to return.
Her?
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution.
I come from there, point to the mainland. I can assure you that is not what the people are planning. I've been there. The city is a tinderbox. It may still happen. I've seen it. Shake your head. Capital is too powerful. The rich are very well organized. Women will always betray you. Girl, child, revolution. I don't know what
I
started.
am not a fool. I know. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.
You said you deserted your unit?
I was just 16 years old, 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took.
For what?
For reaction to take hold.
It wasn't reaction, you were just afraid. And when was this exactly?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds, storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic?
The combined might of international capital, all at once. All the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower.
He gestures towards it.
Huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon. But I knew the Commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
What then?
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland. In the bunkers underground. Like the weakest of the weak. A mouse. Frightened of the ordnance all night. And the sound of the rotors in the morning. Whirring.
What was that?
Airships. I climbed out. Into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
I don't know if this is really interesting for what I actually want to ask him. I want to know if he shot the guy, but seen what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know.
Know what?
That the bourgeois are not human.
It's enough now.
The old man does not say more. Those black eyes of his keep piercing you as he looks to some great distance and shakes his head slowly, retreating from it.
You said this is your term to surrender?
You're with the RCM, the coalition-appointed mob that enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
We are not coalition appointed, we just try to help people. That's right, we're with the good guys. We enforce the law, we keep these animals from killing each other. I know what it looks like, but I have secret plans to turn the RCM into a Mazovian revolutionary unit. We're with the RCM, let's leave it at that.
Let's. You represent the Moralist International, the enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste dans le Monde. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying to free humanity.
His hand shakes and he breaks into a coughing fit.
Rene, the royalist on the coast, said,
The communards signed the Revolutionary Instrument of Surrender.
Liberal reactionaries signed that instrument. Traitors who should have been burned alive. I answer to the Communist Party.
Okay.
Is that part of why you've been here all this time? Because the party didn't surrender?
If the party had surrendered, then it would not be the party.
Understood.
I don't think you did. You live in a delusion. Radio shows, speed racing, and sporting goods. It's not real.
So a communist soldier from the communist army.
No, I am not a soldier. I am an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
But you said you were trained and assigned to the Defense Corps.
Trained in historical materialism, then assigned as a political commissar by the party. These things used to mean something.
That means you're a trained communist, right?
He nods slowly. Then another tremor.
Point to yourself, I'm a moralist.
No, you're not. You're part of the meat shield. The human shield that surrounds the fascists while they kill and rape. That's what you are.
No, I'm not.
Detective, we have not come here to discuss ideology.
That's true.
We have come to ask questions regarding a murder investigation.
But none of my options were doing that.
The old man spits into the fire pit. He does not say anything more. A jitter passes his lower body. There's definitely something off with his body. Something more than just metabolism.
There's nothing serious in this world.
What
It's
have
a
you been using?
farce.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just he was done. What have you been using this gun for?
I've used it for killing people.
Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I haven't done that. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting. During or after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
He shakes his head and smiles, his teeth rotten black.
So he's continued killing after hostilities ended. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Go in straight. No euphemisms. He doesn't like those. No, no. Be careful now. Slow and steady does it. Make him repeat it first. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
So you're saying you killed people after active fighting stopped?
What did I just say?
What did I just tell you? Don't drop the ball now.
Did you use the gun to shoot and kill a colonel of the security contractor Crenell?
The who now?
The corpse in ceramic armor hanging behind the whirling in rags. Did you shoot him? Fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth on the night of March 4th. His name was LIZZ. He was part of a security detail. A beautiful, strong man sent here by your honorable private military company, Crenell. You know who I mean. This guy.
Oh, yes. That one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Exhaust him with proof. Pile it all on him. Get a confession. The gun. The murder weapon is the perfect opener. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Great.
Something about the tracks. Suddenly, all those tracks are so confusing. Go with something else first.
I don't need your cooperation. I've got this. Show him the gun. The gun.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistol. I've seen you prance around with that. Jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles.
Hey!
Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons? Going against automatic rifles with these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen. He would have a good view of the Tribunal from here. It's not just empty boasting.
Damn it.
So he saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
We saved a lot of them. Elaine and that musician, we handled it. Stop changing the subject. We have the murder weapon. Point to it.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
The lieutenant looks at the weapon demonstratively, dramatically asks, you think we have the murder weapon? I'm calling we have the murder weapon. You think?
4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This is it.
I'm calling it.
Good.
Takes out his notebook and draws a single line.
This feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
The old man does not say more. He just glances into the reeds and then twitches once more.
Like a marionette on some invisible string. This pushed him, but not enough. Just a little more.
We've done the ballistics. Point to the tower. The shot came from this island.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range rifle in your possession. You've been here a long time, Mr. Dross. Too long. You need medical aid.
I'm ready to die. I've done my part.
He's practically admitting to it. Dead fascies, for fascists, done his part.
You're admitting you killed him? It's the best uninterrupted line of sight into the window in all of Martinez.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
Another sudden twitch, and then one more in his right eye.
Almost. He almost burst out there. Keep piling arguments. Anything.
What am I forgetting?
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof.
What do they prove? My head hurts.
Who cares? There were Maybells in the grass when you got here, and on Clausia's balcony. Is this a coincidence?
And how would they get there from here? With the bullet?
Wait, don't forget the footprints. The diagonal prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. Now, they're gonna come up.
Of course. Thank you, Head. Thank you. Ow. I don't know if I should... Like, I don't know. Is this proving anything? He was on this island. He says he never left the island. The footprints and the flowers don't prove anything, right? Ow.
Yes, ouch. So good, it hurts. Those were not modern prints. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
Maybells behind the victim's windows. I saw them growing here. Point to them. I don't know. YOLO.
Damn Maybells. The whole island is turning white with them.
Sounds pretty.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
Mm-hmm.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
I haven't seen these flowers anywhere else in Martinez, only here. A young woman called Clausia. Ring any bells? Flowers like these were behind her window.
They blossom on the islets before. We fertilized them with our blood. Resurrection was snow white in May, before they ruined it. The coast, too, before they piled their containers on top of it, filled with broken, useless trash for fat-fingered bourgeois children to play with.
You must get around a lot to stay undetected all these years. Do you know any secret paths? Pinball workshops?
I may.
A curious tremor passes his face. A young woman called Clausia. Ring any bells?
Clausia.
He knows her, but hadn't heard the name.
Clausia, you hadn't heard her name, had you?
My ears don't reach the city.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
He turns aside from the whitening field of flowers and falls silent, then the muscles in his jaw twitches, a spasm.
There is a small tremble. Looks like a smile. A crooked smile. Yet isn't quite voluntary. He's about to burst. Don't leave any loose ends. Get him on everything.
I wonder what brand of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa. Some shit.
Show me the soles, please, Mr. Doras.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches out his leg. A black and white spiral pattern covers the sole of the worn-out old running shoes on his feet.
The maker is called Sensory. You see their V-shaped logo, but can't make out the size. These are not the unusual horizontal patterned soles you saw in the dust on the floor of the hidden room.
Yeah.
They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
Because it doesn't make sense. He said he was on the island the entire time, unless he lied? I don't know.
The size fits, but not the sole.
Maybe it's simpler than that?
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them right now.
People change shoes. It doesn't mean you weren't there, near the room the victim died and sneaking around.
Racking those brains, are you? Desperate to report something back to your masters? They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The lieutenant gives you a quick sideways glance and nods to acknowledge. The prints were his. You can see it in those eyes. He can't keep them from flickering, looking for something. The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the law. He was a soldier too, he was a man.
beating us to the ground, moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner. Got your attention. Now you stop beating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
Are you blaming us for something that happened 40 years ago?
This is it. Shot him. Shot him. Say shot him, not killed him.
So you shot him?
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
You can almost see him squeeze a tear out of his eye. His fists begin to tremble from the anger.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling, while the lieutenant listens, holding his breath.
Just nod.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them, in phase, and I pulled the trigger and flew on the air until I landed in his mouth.
He begins to smile.
I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here. I knew the fascists would come to avenge their own. And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
The lieutenant asks after a second of silence.
Yes.
Single world is all he gives.
And you were looking at them, the victim and a young woman, having sex, through the scope of your rifle that night, before you shot him?
The lieutenant takes out his notebook slowly, very slowly.
The old man nods.
Why?
Because that's what they were doing.
He shrugs and smirks. Well, that was my night TV, you know.
The motive. This is where the motive is going to come from. You can coax it out of him. The lieutenant's preparing the ground.
I don't understand. Do you, detective? I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
He cocks his head to the side and turns his eyes to the city. Another tremor passes his right side, lower in intensity.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
And if you don't like it?
Click.
You pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
Should we have inspected the body on the Broadwalk a bit better? Maybe he didn't slip. You know, Billy Magin's husband? Maybe he didn't slip. Maybe something happened.
You got him going. Connect every little piece now. Wrap this up like a gift.
What specifically did you not like about what you saw the night of the murder?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
So you were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not enjoy life anymore. And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second, writhing. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her. But you can't have everything.
Well...
This man has seen past her, like you did. And now he longs to see her covered in blood.
Sheesh.
To punish her.
How long had you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on the coast? What was she doing there?
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
What do you think she hid
Her
there?
passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
In the free state of Semenine, hidden away at the edge of the earth, near the Pale.
How does he know? This is the hidden boy she told us about. You looked into it?
After she was gone.
Oh.
Did you keep what was in it? When we found the submersible, it was empty.
No. Why would I do that? I didn't need tickets to Villiers. I put them back. If I wanted to extort someone, I'd do better.
This implies that he's thought about extorting her.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little inconsistency here. He was surprised to hear her name Clausia before. Would he not have seen it on the documents?
Are you sure? We checked the submersible. There was nothing there.
Why would I need that trash? I'm not going to Villiers.
A strange confusion comes over him from time to time. Some kind of aberration of the nervous system.
You saw her name on the passport, but before, when I said her name Clausia, you didn't seem to recognize it.
You didn't say Clausia in there.
What did it say on the passport?
It was something. I don't remember. It was dark that morning. I only remember her face on the photo.
Moving on, did you continue watching her after this?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago, with those birthmarks. And a body, hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms dealers end up here to do drugs and have sex like animals.
You could tell she was a spook? From the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
The bruises. You can't make that out in a scope.
You could see her bruises through the scope of a rifle?
You can't see bruises through a scope. It's just a blur.
How does he know those minute details about her body?
It quickly comes to you.
The bruises on her body, any chance you've seen them through a hole in a wall?
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip-point knife.
Ever see her through a window on a roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
We've been through the secret route behind the whirling in rags. Those were your footprints there. You just changed your shoes.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny.
And that too.
Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good. Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
He keeps shaking his head.
Those two took the cake. You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. A quick glance at you. One more loose end down.
Nice.
We're doing this, detective.
Hell yeah, we're doing this.
How did you get in there? The hidden pinball workshop.
Well, he must have found the key. And he said the key was... in the bushes outside. Maybe he did have a copy? I don't know.
I can just walk in the hostel now after a good wash. They all think I'm an antisocial, a vagrant. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty then.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He left spare keys all over, and I took one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
Andy found use for it. A spare key, like the one hanging behind the Union box window.
You wanted to punish her, so you killed him. You had feelings for that woman.
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough. Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
There have been others?
Yes, over the years. It's not unproletarian to feel something.
Was that why you left the dried flowers behind her window?
No,
He starts to shake his head again, a sunflower on a withered stalk. Why then?
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of our room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
And you brought her Maybells?
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
It's as if something put the thought there to leave the flowers.
You wanted to console her, you wanted to manipulate her. Something put the thought in you, a compulsion. You wanted to console her.
Maybe. I have these holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you.
A sudden pang of rage.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
He wiped his eye. Okay, cool.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes, then nods at you once more. One more down.
You wanted to punish her, so you killed him.
She practically breastfed that man.
What?
You wouldn't believe the things she let him do to her.
He shakes his head and stares at the ashes.
You stare at them too. In your mind, her innocence day still turns to leaf. Airport bag in hand, silks flowing in her wake.
That's got nothing to do with that.
It's no good, Harry. Her voice rings in the evening air. It smells of burning buildings.
You saw through her, so did I. She did deserve a good punishing. I hate women too, you know. I'm not like that. I don't think like that. Men are insane. Shake your head. Say nothing.
The old man raises his gaze. Something glimmers in the corner of his black eye. A bitter taste on his tongue.
So, in conclusion, it wasn't about him, it was about her.
Her.
He repeats, staring at the ashes, then at the reeds. There's a twitch in the corner of his eye.
The lieutenant nods at you in acknowledgement. That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
She got away. We don't know where she is. She got away, but she let us here first. We figured out someone was watching her from the sea fort. We arrested her. I'm not at liberty to say.
I know she's gone. Locked up, or on the run. She kept staring into the scope, you know. In the end, this last week, at the fort. Like she knew. Like she knew I was here. It doesn't matter.
He knew she knows. She was looking at the island, figuring it out. Day by day. Cigarette by cigarette.
Coffee by coffee.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? You could get more out of him. He likes talking.
Have you been looking at anything else you haven't liked?
A tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put of hatred.
Specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez... Martinez is the worst.
How come?
Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez. It's their favorite thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries, pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that Social Democratic Union and the farce of a Social Democrat who runs it.
Mr. Clare?
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class.
Anything more?
Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. Intense, like animals, like those boom-boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
That all?
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cock parading around in his uniform, throwing balls all day. It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too.
René.
Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Coyamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children.
Say nothing.
That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead.
No, I have some questions, just not.
We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, those disco whores...
Disco? What follows is ominous mumbling. You cannot make out a single word.
The disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter.
Oh boy.
There was something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
Disco whores?
Whores.
Okay, there was something about the statue on the roundabout and syphilis. You mentioned the Union is Social Democratic and Mr. Clare Fars of Social Democrat. By the cock parading in his colorful uniform, you mean René? I'm glad we talked about this now.
Glad?
Oh,
it's
man.
all gone.
He stares into the dust at his feet, grey and dirty spring grass all around. You're under arrest for the murder of the Crenel colonel here in Martinez.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The sum of all the erratic movements, fidgeting, and mood swings he's been exhibiting.
Your wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But...
Kimmy's afraid. Do you understand, sir?
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He looks at the reeds, eyes submerged in growing terror.
He's not afraid of jail. He's afraid of something else. Like parting from a loved one.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
Hearing. What? Perception. Perception? Perception. Oh have so many skill points, guys. I can't put more. Damn it. 17 for fuck's sake. Is there room for 3?
You thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds.
Ah, freaking hell.
Maybe we could all fit in there.
We could all fit in the little boat. Does it have room for 3?
Not really. We could escort him to the pier, then either one of us can take him inland while the other stays here. But
then, who watches him while you're coming back here?
He watches him there while I come back for you.
you come back for me? How about I go and send a boat back for you?
Oh dear.
What is this farce? Is this a fucking farce? I can't.
Lillian, you could ask her maybe.
We could all fit in the little boat. Maybe I can just ask that net picker to watch him. She has a sword.
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world. This world. What is this?
It's madness.
No, listen. Listen now.
We could all fit in a little boat. You could come back for me once you've taken him to the precinct. I could come back for you once I've taken him to... You could come back for me.
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him to the pier with you.
No need to be polite, I'll do it.
This world.
The wind is cold.
Oh, sorry.
From the east.
But he was just mumbling anyways. The wind is cold from the east.
Your skin is crawling suddenly.
The heck? What? What is happening? Something coming through. Is that the phasmid?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds.
It's the
limb
Insulinian
by limb,
phasmid.
to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence. It's still there, an unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
The giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
Am I that... Is it gonna kill him? Oh my god.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head.
What the f...
You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
I've finally gone insane. Put your head in your head. There is, I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it.
Can you see it?
One small thing in the reeds.
I can see it.
Oh my god, I
4
can see
simple
it.
words. Thank God. If he can see, then you're not insane.
If Kim sees it, it's okay.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Continue.
Be very, very careful.
The lieutenant whispers, then takes a step toward the giant anthropod. Arthropod, whatever. What the actual flying fluff is going on here?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
Whisper, this is the Insulinian phasmid. Say something to it quietly, something like... It's coming closer! Retreat slowly. Medium. Electrochemistry. 3 Lena's childhood experience, and your corpse will be marked by stars. What?
3
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Like laughter, a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soak in your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. The tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Look behind you, it's smelling me. Raise your hand slowly. Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am. Whisper, okay, Kim, take the picture. Take the picture?
Okay.
With a slow ring of metal, the lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to the eye level.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
Okay.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go.
What?
3.
Why are we trying to kill it?
1.
Well, why would we kill it? I mean, is it gonna do anything? Oh, shoot the camera! Oh! Okay, I thought it sounded like you already clicked it.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light.
There it is.
Head turned toward the lieutenant. Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you.
I got it.
Okay.
For all time.
Slowly reach out and touch the creature's whisker.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish.
I wonder what would have happened if I would not have listened to Morel and Lena about this.
It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
I'm not licking it. Carefully pet its scythe-like forearm. We got it.
Don't say it. Are you sure? This may be the only chance you get to touch it.
That's fine.
A shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
It's smelling me.
Maybe it is real, the pheromone.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape of seed heads. They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets.
Why not lick it? Would you just lick stuff randomly? You're not gonna live long if you just lick anything that is like from a creature like this. Just saying. You all don't have like you all have 0 survival instinct. That's why.
Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Raise your hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence. No, stop. Be afraid. As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you, praying to you.
That's right, pray. Don't pray to me, I'm nothing. Put your hands down instead.
Unwittingly, the insect continues its stridulations. As it moves, tuft-like structures still pretending to be plants rustle along on its joints. Perhaps it is preparing to eat its god.
Hello, I'm Harry. Disengage.
Something stirs in the insect as you begin to back off. it seems to also take a step back. Something tells you the next time you engage and disengage, it will probably flee. The arthropod follows you with its antennae. As you back off, the cracks and hisses of the tape that's come to its end grow more distant.
Okay. Investigate the insect until it's no longer there. For real? Is this my main quest right now? What the heck is this?
Hissing and clicking.
Hello, I'm Harry.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you. You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white,
Kim, it's foaming.
Yellowish.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating.
Oh, sorry.
The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one.
I thought it was done, sorry. Inland Empire, very high chance, 97%. Tell me what you were doing.
I exist.
I exist too!
Tell me what it's like for you.
It's wunderbar. I'm ill. If I tell you what will happen.
Then I will tell you what it's like for me.
For me, it's fire burning. I'm ill.
What is your illness?
My body aches. I'm bleeding. I'm ill in my head. I'm insane. That's how it is for me. In my heart, for me, it's sadness, input after input.
For me, it is not like that. I have states, not emotions. For example, I experience excitement and unexpected sugar rewards. But that is not important.
What the fuck?
Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness being intruded upon. Transient, dim, moist.
Sugar! I'm a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
The killer.
He's in a bad state, deteriorating fast now. He thinks I am beneficial to him, but I am not. I only quicken his deterioration.
You're destroying him?
Very slowly, and only because he won't go away. It is meant to keep them from noticing me, to interfere with the pictures in their heads. But he has looked at me for too long, and I am destroying him.
Is this a dream? What is happening? What exactly are you? I have to say goodbye. What are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulandian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
It may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminoese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
Are you poisonous?
Yes. I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry. It is only destructive over long periods of time.
Yay!
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
That's insane. I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts, that was all. I'm gonna say goodbye now.
No, there is one more.
There are no more thoughts. Of all the creatures I've met, you are the kindest. Of all the creatures I've met, you are the scariest. Of all the creatures I've met, you are the most beautiful. Kind of kind, I guess.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. For all mankind.
What woman?
You cannot lie to me. Behind you is now so fire.
Okay, that woman.
So awfully far you were prepared to go in her presence. And it.
I'll try.
She was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Disengage slowly.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
We did take a picture for Lena and Morel. They're gonna be happy about that, I guess. Okay, bye. Weird. Okay, he is still there. So...
And just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Items?
It's gone.
It can walk on water? What's that in the weeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Mm-hmm. What's this? That's the helmet! Rifle scope. And Clause's passport. Alright.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
So she did dye her hair.
Classia's hidden documents. From the MT boy.
It's Clausia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow. An old photo, before life came and did what it does.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazie was supposed to be her real name, where Clausia comes from. Remember? God damn it. I told you she kept lying to you. She's probably lying to someone else right now, in another city.
Supposed to be a real name, she lied to us. Maybe this is her real passport, not a fake, because this is her real name.
No, she lied to us. Her so-called real name was not her real name. Somehow she's managed to lie to us about that too.
He almost smiled. Alright. So now we talk to him. Or not?
What is it? What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? I always say phasmid.
See.
Mr. Dras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking. With fear and longing.
Snap your fingers on his nose, wave your hand in front of his eyes.
A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem. Doesn't it, Mr. Dras?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What happened to this man? We found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross. Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
Okay, let's go very directly. Use the boat to return to the mainland. Alright. We cannot perchance fast travel towards that. No, we cannot. Okay. Let's go! What's this? Is this how we got back? I completely forgot, guys. I think so.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Is that important? What is the ICM?
Insul Indian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The black and white army of the revolution.
Okay.
Sounds an awful lot like.
Sounds like RCM.
It does. The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your
Nice political thoughts. That doesn't really go well for me right now. Political and nice. No,
A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
Just catch your breath.
This is better preserved than the others. You can still read the sign.
You do that. Where? There.
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
Okay, I'm glad. It looks like they're
The
not
skiff
gonna
rocks
make us
gently
watch.
under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet, but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Okay.
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm.
Are these my colleagues?
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Okay, medical attention. Who do we talk to? Use the boat to return to the mainland. But who do we talk to now? Medical attention. Somebody here?
Look what the tide brought him. I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Thanks.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
The armor no one has seen by... Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam.
Oh, yeah,
I
again.
believe we've met on several occasions.
Once, yeah.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
That's the lady we talked to.
Hi.
Yeah, she again, right? She was in the whirling.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
The guy was as well, but he looked different then, somehow.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Way to feed me to the wolves. No, Kim, you've got to have my back. Let's destroy them. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Forget about all this. There's a giant. The armor no one sees. What's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
That's the guy that just, like, talked for what felt an eternity about the failed R&D or what it was called?
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
What's a shit kid? How do you think how did you know I was here? You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. You never told me you were on the horse-faced... You're not the horse-faced... What? Horse-faced woman? Pointed her... what?
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Expect something was off. Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to butter you up after you told us to fuck off.
I actually suspected something was off.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
We lost the memory!
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
We're not that old.
Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force.
Never told me you are not the horse-faced woman. Feels like I'm insulting her. You mentioned a task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory, who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Who's Guillaume?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trant because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
Sorry.
The 41st isn't...
He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence. Special consultant? I don't want to even talk to him. He just keeps on talking for hours. Where have you been all this time?
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
All will burn, satellite officer. Make no mistake about it. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a literal police god? I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore.
Yes. You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit 1,000,000 times over.
None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Was this all the setup? All of this to test me and my abilities? They were observing me the entire time. Was Kim in on this?
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, socioeconomically? You think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking Vredefort's cool here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Drank so much I lost my memory, and I'm now slowly recovering it. I made it all up. I was a fantasy. A stupid joke. I know what I am. I might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2-millimeter hole in the world. I'm a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be anymore. It was a defense mechanism. Capitalism. Capitalism fucked me beyond all recognition. Trent is right. No, I think this, actually. Either basically a combination out of drinking and something so sad. But the drinking happened because of the sadness, so I'm gonna...
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what?
What?
I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the 2 drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
The 2 cases in your ledger. The unsolvable case and the Next World mural. Those were recent.
And I think I couldn't finish them.
Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm ready to lead again. Line detective is good for now. He's wrong. I'm too far gone for work. Fuck all of you. I don't want to be in the unit. In your unit. What now? Line detective.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
Let me just work with Kim. I don't like you guys anyways. What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Just stand there.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Hold on. In the ocean, feign ignorance. It was stolen by Jacob That wasn't me. It was stolen by traffic hooligans. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. I don't know one thing. What is doing there? Who was Jacob again? Okay, so this is a lie. It was stolen by traffic hooligans. Thought the killer could be underwater. He wasn't.
Ha. Ho, ho, ho. Underwater killer. So
yes.
Funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip.
Really?
You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die.
Oof, that's unfair. Why you're paying for it?
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Got my badge right here. Show it to them.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Hand-eye coordination. Don't leave me hanging. Why am I failing everything?
You juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away. Ouch! You strained your elbow trying to catch that stupid thing.
Ugh.
Damn it.
Freaking hell.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
Gun, just repeat gun. My gun is right here, show him the...
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I haven't even sipped a beer or anything in like 4 days. Or what day is it now? Day 7? Day 7? So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun? I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now. I tried not to, but I can't work as well without it.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
Because I'm wearing pieces of armor from a corpse.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
No idea what you're smelling. I washed death off me. Wait, it may be because of the pheromone. Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse. Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. I'm sorry I smell bad.
A bit of a week?
Yeah.
You're drunk, and you let a suspect escape, a certain Clasier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
She was some kind of spy from the Occident, specially trained. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island. Okay, I got duped there. She pulled one on me. Yes, I let her go as an act of mercy. That was just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. Yeah.
Sure, if it's part of your master plan. Let's not even get into the other suspect who also escaped. Another detail? Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yes, what he said. I also solved the case. It's solved, all of it. Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Who the hell were you? The firefight is a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century. Solved the case. It's solved, all of it.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
He says in a lowered voice.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Okay, good. You do it.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushed a stray strand of hair out of the iron cuffs.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
So this is where all my being boring hopefully pays off, because I didn't drink. I smoked 1 cigarette. I was sometimes here and there I was having a little bit of fun, but I was being reasonable and I was trying to get stuff done. I did lots of side quests though, which might look bad because I was like not doing the main case, but
on the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See? Entire week. Entire week it was good.
See?
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's...
I just realized that I accidentally put my gun in my mouth once, and I hope he's not going to mention that, but he probably is. But that was an accident.
It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist, a man of the center, not prone to political outbursts, which is commendable, but also at odds with his behavior. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea. and a constant smoking everywhere, all the time. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact.
He smoked more cigarettes than I did. Constant smoking my ass, Kim. Why are you lying?
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven.
I am driven.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Way to go, bro.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Hey, you weren't there, were you? He may have.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
Yeah.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand.
I am super cop.
You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Hosiana. Boom shakalaka motherfucker. So as you can see, I'm pretty okay detective, yeah.
Fucking hell. Is this somehow connected to the case?
He ignores you, still staring at the phasmid.
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, the phasmid may have contributed to this mental state in some way over the years. It's probably not connected per se, but the perpetrator knew of its existence. Maybe this.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I also started a nightclub in the church. I don't know if that is working for me here. The phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Gathered items in the nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
It had a female voice, but that doesn't mean anything. I played Witcher 3 and Roach has a male voice, although it's a mare, so I don't know.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
Conclude.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Like what?
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. It's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it?
Yeah, without it, no proof.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
Thank
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area
Rue de
is.
Saint-Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all business goes bankrupt. We looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Driven.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
The nightclub?
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I reinvigorated the local nightlife. Yeah, I did some kids a solid, turned their lives around. Yeah, and I discovered a hitherto unexplored anthroponetical phenomenon in there too, a 2mm hole in the world.
That's great. Anthroponaut is a great new career for you. After police officer. I don't care. Go live in the Pale.
Hardcore!
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Okay, the killer, we have strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Straight to the motive, please, yeah.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
You would be talking about this for 30 minutes now if I let you. He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. He killed the mercenary hoping to start a war between the company and the union. Actually, I'm not that sure if he have a motive. I don't know. Jealousy. I think it was...
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He himself gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way more.
It's more than that, a perfect folding mechanism like the phasmid. What's a bloody phasmid? It's way more than that. I'll win her back with this. What? It's my masterpiece. They all teach this in cop school. I did all I could. Every second was a struggle. I'm still not completely satisfied with it. I could be just a little neater. No, don't beat yourself up. We did good stuff.
I've never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something.
Yeah, you're sweating that shit out for ages, I guess.
It will pass.
In time.
In time.
So what do you say? Wanna take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude.
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain... No way. I was a flagellant monk. Does explain a lot?
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
What, my facial hair? Collection of fawn spots where I've amassed?
Some of your more old-school wording choices. Your posture, even. The constant stretches.
And this guy, too. God, even this javelin-throwing freak here.
When was this? When I was a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Hey, you said in Coulon I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Coulon. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue, the worn floorboards. Coulon is just east of Jamrock. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Estelle, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
I'm so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Oh dear.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I see now.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Oh god, he was so often complaining about the running around. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Yeah, but I'm a drunk because of the chick fucking me over, I think.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Some chick? Who?
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Dora England?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
Impossibly blonde. So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years? Okay, 6 years is not that much. Couldn't have been 6. 3. Let's go with 3. 6?
Yeah. Or 7.
Even more?
You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Figures.
Extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Uh-huh. Okay. Tell me more about that.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin.
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreak Welkin.
Mm-hmm.
Pain Welkin.
Welkin, like in the game that we were reading about?
I've only seen a picture. But it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Okay, am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
Okay then.
Talks concluded.
Precinct 41, what kind of station is this?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
I know why nobody likes you, man. You're so negative.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big. Which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Do you recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Oh boy.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town.
That
to
was
be clear.
us? Oh shit.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
Okay. So I work in the bloody murder station?
Okay. It's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Like I do.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasmid, I need to tell Lena about it as soon as possible.
Who is Lena?
Cryptozoologist, she lives in Jamrock. She told me about this Phasmid.
Well, good luck finding her once we get back.
Okay.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. I'm sure we'll find them.
Okay.
They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon.
But what will Kim do?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Rivershoal.
He pulls up his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
With me, you stupid idiot!
Would fit in. Am crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
I want to work with you, you idiot.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He returns her smile.
He's really considering it.
I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
That's a bit random.
Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nix Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
I want Kim to be my partner. I love Kim. He's really putting up with my shit. He's a good egg. That is some oddly shaped car. Like, what is this here? Oh. Disco Elysium. We did it, guys! We freaking did it. Ugh. Wait, what about Kuno? Kuno doesn't fucking care. Don't you know? Whew, honestly, I felt like the end was dragging a little bit. I was really into the investigation and stuff, and then I felt like in the end there was some stuff into it that I wanted to finally figure out who is who. You know, I felt like the most action was with this tribunal, and then it like subsided and it dragged down and like oof. I like that in the end we also had some talk with my mates, with my colleagues. So I got some closure about who I am and what happened to me and everything. I know that this game could have been way more fun if I would have gone with all the crazy decisions, super extreme political views. You know, just like drinking and smoking, doing drugs and doing all that kind of stuff. Kim is there or even alone. And I think, yeah, it might have been fun then, but I would have regretted that so much in this moment. So much. Because I really like a good ending, you know? I like to finish a game and then be like, ah, this was nice, you know? And I feel like I got a good ending, right? I seem to be still a detective. I still have my job. And there's even the outlook of maybe Kim Kitsuragi joining Precinct 41. Sounds good to me. I mean, right? You know, when I finish a game and the ending is just nasty, I feel bad. And then I don't have the satisfying feeling after finishing it. I like it like this.